First he reads them, and then he judges them. Here's Sweet Dan, Sweet and Comic Book Man.
Perfect. Red alert! All hands, battle stations!
Sweet Talkin', Sweet Dan, Sweet Reviews, Shadowland.
Hey folks, how you doing? Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. It's time, as you can see, for
Sweet Talking with Sweet Dan, Sweet and Comic Book Man. In Comic Book Man's video outhouse at myalternatereality.com. Coming from Mount Greenwood,
where all comic books are 50%
off, and there's parking in the back.
For you, for him, and for you and me.
located at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood.
Smiles are always free, though.
If you can get one.
If you could get one.
Buy something! Anyway. Anyway, this time around, Dan is here to review the Daredevil seminal event, the Marvel Knights seminal event. We don't do Marvel Knights anymore. We don't do Marvel Knights anymore at Marvel because, you know, that was so 1999, 2000. We got rid of Marvel Knights, but that's essentially what it is if you remember Marvel Knights. Event, which is, of course, Shadowlands. So tell me, Dan, this is Shadowlands #1, 5-issue miniseries. Everything, all the spin-offs and all the one-shots and everything, they're all going to come out of and circle back into this 5-issue miniseries. So this right here is the core, the base, the starting point. How is it?
It is all right. Because
a big...
in the middle. Here's the problem. Visually, it's not as exciting as I thought it was going to be.
No.
You're coming out of the Daredevil book, which has had Alex Maleev and Michael Lark and Roberto De La Torre and Mark Gicchetto, all phenomenal artists, but they all have a similar style in that they're very gritty and realistic. Okay. Go to the visual shock of stepping into this title. You get Billy Tan back, who did the Dark Reign, Daredevil, The List one-shot. So it's sort of a continuation of that because it's dealing with events and stuff that came from that issue.
Right.
I just didn't like the visual flow of the book until about halfway through, when Daredevil and Bullseye start to tear it down. You know what I mean? Then things start to get a bit more visually exciting. But like you said, there's going to be a lot of one-shots, there's going to be a lot of offshoot books, but it's all going to be contained to pretty much the street-level characters in the Marvel Universe. A lot of them are the underutilized Daughters of the Dragon and Heroes for Hire stuff.
Well, that's why I was saying Marvel Knights. That's why I say Marvel Knights, because that's what the Marvel Knights universe was. This is going to be Power Man, this is going to be Iron Fist, this is going to be, of course, Daredevil. Bullseye. I'm not sure. Punisher.
Spider-Man, Punisher. He's on the cover.
Yeah. Spidey's going to come in. He's not a Marvel Knight, although he was a Marvel Knight. He was a Marvel Knight. I take that back. He was a Marvel Knight.
Well, it's no coincidence that, I mean, the Marvel Universe has taken that tone over the last few years because, I mean, Joe Quesada helped engineer Marvel Knights, so he's editor-in-chief.
Well, he kicked it all off with Daredevil with
Kevin Smith and Jimmy Palmiotti. And phenomenal book, by the way. And that's funny to see it go from that to now they're claiming the character is going to become a villain. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work, because there's characters in the Marvel Universe who could blow Daredevil over with a fart. And I'm not saying I love the character, but that's why I love him, is because in this outrageous universe where, you know, giant men come and devour the world, Daredevil has a place, and his world is this neighborhood.
You have obviously never read Punisher Fights the Marvel Universe, where Garth Ennis has Punisher kill everyone in the Marvel Universe in 48 snappy pages.
Yeah, all right. But that aside,
the
character has really limited himself to this neighborhood, Hell's Kitchen, and he understands his limitations, and he was asked to join the Avengers, and he said, forget it, you know, that's not for me.
As Batman is to Gotham, Daredevil is to Hell's Kitchen.
Exactly, and that's the beautiful thing about him. So while he's trying to erect this prison, Shadowland, that, you know, the Hand is going to operate, Bullseye decides to get all up in his mix and start, you know, tearing stuff up again, and kill ninjas, and when you kill ninjas, other ninjas get angry about that.
Yeah, the ninjas don't have a lot of sense of humor about that.
Don't kill ninjas, that's bad. And then Daredevil shows up, he's wearing a new snazzy black costume, which is his old costume, not the old black costume, but his old red costume that's now just black, with a big red double D on there, which
he took his red costume and he just washed it in oil and put it on.
He was trying to fix the Gulf spill.
Yeah, and it didn't work. Screw it up with it.
You know, I don't know. I'm gonna see where it goes. I've been loving Daredevil. The regular title is gonna carry on with this story. It's also written by Andy Diggle, so I mean he's writing 2 books a month now. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to a few of the tie-ins. A few of them. The Power Man one, introducing the new Power Man. I'm kind of excited about that. there's certain stuff I'm not interested in because I was never interested in those characters. Daughters of the Dragon, Misty Knight and whatever.
Do they give you in this any indication on how Daredevil is going to set up a prison within Hell's Kitchen and keep the police out? I haven't read the book.
Over the course of Andy Diggle's arc,
yeah.
in which Ed Brubaker left it, where Daredevil takes over the hand.
Right.
He's been slowly establishing, it's background, off-panel stuff. Tell the ninjas to keep working on the Shadowland prisons. Rah. You know what I mean? And then you get to like page 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, whiz bang, there's a big Japanese-style building erected in the middle of the Hell's Kitchen where this tenement was knocked over in Dark Reign Daredevil the List.
And there's no cops that patrol the area and say, hey, there's this big
cops
prison.
Have nothing to do against ninjas. Cops see ninjas and they run.
Okay, cops don't get on the phone and call the Avengers and say, hey,
in
there's
fact,
this big prison.
if a cop sees a ninja, the ninja's not doing his job. You know what I mean? Ninjas are very stealthy.
I know everybody loves ninjas and thinks they're great, and there's the whole.
Are you saying you don't love ninjas?
There's the whole foreign, Japanese, Oriental, Occidental. I know those are bad words. Influence. People fall in love with Eastern culture, and God bless Eastern culture. I mean, I think it's wonderful. Anything that makes the world a richer place is a better thing. But you know what? I'm really sick of ninjas. I am really sick to death of ninjas.
Here they come.
I mean,
you can tell them
They heard you.
You put on a black leotard and a black nylon mask, and you do a lot of this, and you can do anything.
You're a ninja.
Yeah, what the hell?
You're a ninja. There's a foothold in pop culture that has this place for them, and they've been a part of the Daredevil world for a long time.
Oh, they have.
They weren't part of the Avengers world until about 5 years ago when Bendis decided to infuse that into the Avengers world pretty strongly. That's cool for what it was, and and they're moving away from that now. Daredevil's always going to have ninjas, man.
Yeah.
Daredevil is a ninja.
Okay, well,
He's a bright red ninja.
And I don't have a problem with that, but what I have a problem with is ninjas can come in and just
Big,
take
bright,
over whatever they want
shiny
because they're ninjas.
Yeah, but that's what they are. It's like ninjas versus pirates. Who's cooler? Ninjas! Because the pirates can't see them.
Load of crap and a load of poop. Which is better?
Wait a minute.
They both stink.
I don't know.
They both stink.
Anyway, okay. So anyway, Shadowlands.
Right.
You give it a solid...
Middle of the thing. Hey, look. Here's the reason. I saw a preview for issue number 2. Billy Tan's artwork in number 2 looks a lot less clunky than it does here. I don't know if... he had gotten a lot of lead time on it. He had drawn parts of the book, and then, characters changed costumes, so he had to go back and redraw. The parts with the Avengers Big 3, Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, sort of laying down the law for Luke Cage and Danny Rand, saying, hey, go handle your boy or we're going to handle him. Yeah. They looked really stiff. They looked really rushed. They looked really scratchy.
Yeah.
In comparison to the beginning and the end of the book, which seemed to be a bit more on point. Okay. Looking at the previews for the next issue, which features Kingpin and a lot of the same characters, it looks cleaner. It looks smoother. It looks like he didn't have to go back and redo anything. And I wonder if that's part of the case in it. So I'm looking forward to issue number 2. The series as a whole is off to a start. We didn't give away the surprise ending, so there is a little twist at the end.
If you came into the store this week and you got the Daredevil promotional poster, you got the surprise ending.
That's all right. We
surprise!
Didn't give it away.
Or if you've walked by the store and looked in the window because I have the poster in the window, you got the surprise ending.
Well, we didn't give it away. Marvel did.
So, pick up a copy of Shadowlands and see for yourself. It sounds like a pretty okay book.
It's pretty okay.
It's pretty okay.
It's pretty okay.
It gets a solid... whatever that is. So anyway, stop off at the store's website if you want to read more of Dan's reviews like
and
this
why
one.
Wouldn't you?
Or hundreds of others. And where's the store's website at? Sarah knows.
Once you let your mind go numb, the rest is easy. www.myalternatereality.com.
So stop off at the store's website and check out all of Dan's reviews. And until next time, this is Comic Book Man.
And this is Sweet Dan Sweet.
Saying...
yeah,
bye!
Okay.
The hero of the month this month at Alternate Reality is the Star-Spangled Avenger himself, Captain America. That's right, all my Captain America trades are 25% off all month long. Hardcovers, softcovers, Masterworks, Essentials, everything that's a Captain America trade paperback is 25% off all month long here at Alternate Reality.